the best study Bible ever made. There is a great body of Christians that believe that. Now, 15 years ago, 12, I think it was 2006, I saw these on eBay for $10. Could have bought all you wanted for $10. Now they are $1,000 on Amazon, if you can even find them anywhere. And we're going to see why people think that this is the best study Bible ever made. Now, this was actually a Word Aflame Press edition. Most of it was done by Dugan, but now I'm going to show you, I have in the stack a way that you can possibly get this information far cheaper than $600, $300, $1,000, whatever these things are going through. Now, you might say, why is this Bible so valuable? Now, first of all, this Bible is valuable to moi, and why I would not sell it unless I just had to is because Harold Shepard gave this Bible, my great friend in Columbus, Georgia, gave this Bible to my pastor, Samuel Latta. And he gave him this Bible when he was at our church, and he was out looking at the 17 acres we own behind the church, and God gave him a vision of our church burning down. And he had a vision. He said, I got to go. And Brother Latta's like, did I finish? I just got to leave. And he didn't tell Brother Latta what it was. But during the midst of the church burning down, he saw revival in the flames leaping all over the world, which Brother Latta then went to be missionary evangelist after he rebuilt the church and did more good for God, according to Harry Sism, than anybody else in the United Pentecostal Church, doing ministry training in dozens upon dozens of different countries. And then I'm part of that, coming out of that fire too. So I thank the Lord. So that's why. But here is why most people think that this is the best study Bible ever made. I think it was the Bible Design blog or something that 12 years ago, maybe 2007 or something, first came out and said, is this the best Bible ever? And it's just got enormous amounts of information. So we're going to look at some reasons why many people, and it's out of print. I need to call Thomas Nelson. I was going to do that and say, if you want to have a bestseller, reprint this Bible. So the first thing is, that's Dugan Publishers. Now, who was Dugan? They were United Pentecostal Church Bible publishers from Tennessee from the 60s through the early 2000s. Probably their most popular thing they ever did was this red book that probably most of you have seen, that's a tax table book. And they hit it huge with that. Okay, so here we are. This is in Genesis. The first thing you're going to notice is clear type. Now, this is not a big Bible at all, but yet it has clear type. It has the dating system, the chronology, before every chapter. And then it has the Oxford Chain Reference System on the sides that, if I'm not mistaken, not only has the original King James notes, side notes, but many, many, many tens of thousands of others, and it rivaled the Thompson chain for years. And then in the middle, you will notice a numbering system. So I'm going to show you what this numbering system means. So, like verse 15 has the number 94. And it's very easy. It says go to page 94. Now, what does that mean? When you go to the back and you turn to page 94 in the back, you have the works of God. And now this has a little bit smaller print in it over here. And this has the entire Bible put in subject format with 27 different subjects, and then I think 4,600 sub-subjects in that. This is currently, just this feature alone with the Bible is being sold by Everett Gaddy, who was part of Dugan, part of Crusade, part of Dove. And he's selling just that as the subject Bible for like $100 on late night television. All right? So you've got two Bibles in one right off the bat. You've got one of the most incredible, if you compare this to like the Thompson chain reference, it's got far more references than a Thompson chain reference Bible. All right? And you've got the Chronology. So you would think, I have two Bibles in one, I've got all that, this is incredible. It also has the under each chapter, I'll show you this, it has under each chapter the Bible broken down in an outline form. And this is, if you're ever outlining the Bible, this is what you'd want to use. Now this particular Word Aflame Press edition of this is a terrible made edition. Now what I mean by that is like the pages are crooked in a lot of places and stuff. Like notice it, but you still get all the information. It's got, at the bottom, it's got a lot of room to write. At the top, not on the sides, not in the middle, but at the bottom and the top. A lot of room to write. But before we ever get to the second Bible, before we ever get there, let me show you. By the way, I don't think this is red letter. Let's see. Yeah, it is red letter. Never mind. Let me just show you this red letter. It's a nice red letter, but extraordinarily readable print. I think it's some kind of Oxford text from 120 plus years ago. So this is just great. Oh, what is this? This is Comprehensive Bible Helps by Philip Schaff. You know, the guy who did the Schaff-Herzog Encyclopedia of Biblical Knowledge, Philip Schaff's History of the Christian Church. Yeah, that Philip Schaff. And look at this. Incredible. So it's got a monumental, and when we measure this Bible, you're going to be shocked because it's about the size of an open Bible. So it's got, let's see how many pages. It starts on page 1004, Comprehensive Bible Helps, and it's relatively small print, but it is packed with stuff. We're going to see to 1121, so 117 page Bible dictionary. So you've got readable print, you've got chronology, you've got the Oxford chain reference system, you've got Hitchcock's analysis of the Bible, which is the Bible put in 27 different subjects with 4,600 sub-subjects, the best Bible for scriptural study out there. Oh, and I'll just show you that, the complete analysis of the Bible. Now you can buy this relatively cheap by itself from the 1800s in beautiful volumes for 10 or 15 bucks a lot of times on eBay or at Baker Used Christian Books. So you might say, well, Pastor Waldron, this is an amazing Bible. You don't know the half of it. Because then, well, let's just do this before we get to the next part. Then you can look up an alphabetical index of the subjects for Hitchcocks Analysis. In case you don't know where to find it, you've got that, and that corresponds to a Thompson chain reference. But what I'm fixing to show you is going to blow your mind, possibly. Be prepared. It is amazing. So this is the Topical Reference Bible Complete Analytical Study Edition. All right. So let's go to the next thing in this Bible. Yes, you can know what it is already. I'm trying to get to the front of it. It has Crudens complete, not edited, the complete Crudens Concordance. I mean, Alexander Cruden went crazy doing this concordance. Like he had to go to a mental institution because he's doing it in the days before computers. It is so comprehensive. And like it doesn't just have faith, it'll have like through faith, the faith, on and on. It is unbelievable. So this concordance alone, let's see how big this concordance is. Alone. So outside of like the Strong's exhaustive, this is the best you can get. So 721 is where it starts and goes to page, I'm in Wormwood, so I know, to page 1060. So 339 pages of concordance. So page 1060, and that's including comprehensive Bible helps. Let's go to the comprehensive Bible helps here. Page 1123. Yeah, so you're looking at thousands of pages of information. And then, because this is the Word of Flame Press edition, you also have, well, let me just show you, the Doctrines of the Bible. You have the Doctrines of the Bible in here. So now, this is not Steve Waldron, pastor, saying this is the best study Bible ever made. This is a consensus of many, many Bible people saying for pure scriptural study, if without, this slant, that slant, anything, for just pure scriptural study, this is it. Look at that holiness. It's got holiness in there. Healing, gifts of healing. So many pages. I think Brother Bernard took this and kind of rewrote it, and he does it now. Got a great thing. And then look at this. Easy guide to the Bible. Most of my library is boxed up and I can't find anything. And so I've got a couple of these that I've been wanting to do this review for ages, and my pastor, he passed away, I got this Bible from him. Holiness is essential. Great chapters of the Bible. Okay, so you're like, okay, to have all that, have readable print, clear print, it's got to be massive. Nope. It's 9.5 inches tall. It is not massive in the least. It is extremely carryable. Now, I will say some of the study helps, Crudens and the analysis and the comprehensive, are kind of small, and the Oxford references are kind of small, but the Bible itself is very readable. But this is easy a carry to church Bible, and it's about 6 3/4 inches wide. Now, most people do Bible block. I do the Real World. I do it from the overhang the WAP. And now where this Bible is really going to shine is in its width, because, and this is the pages are out, but if I did it from the spine, I'm just pressing it down, it is well under 2 inches in breadth, depth, It's like 1 3/4, 1.8. So God willing, I'm going to show you how to get this Bible cheaper. If I had the money, I'd just reprint them and sell them. And I was a managing editor, not general editor. I was thinking, I know Nate's, but I forgot his title. But anyhow, of the Premier Study Bible, but just for pure scriptural study, this is considered by many, if not most, the best study Bible. Now, again, when I say pure scriptural study, like a Thompson chain, you get a Dake, you're going to get Dake's slant. When you get an ESV study Bible, you're going to get a slant. When you get the Premier, you're probably going to get, we think it's correct Bible doctrine, but it is our perception of correct Bible doctrine. The Liberty, all of them are going to, Ryrie is going to be Ryrie, Swindoll is going to be Swindoll, David Jeremiah is going to be Jeremiah. So for pure scriptural study, many people consider this the best. And who knows, it may be. That's compared to my Cambridge large print with no study helps in there as well. You can kind of see. I'll just show you. I mean, obviously, my Cambridge large print with no study help is going to have much better print, but just give you a little where you can kind of get a view of the print. But it's not all print sizes the same. So this Topical from Dugan is not just like 8 point, but it is extraordinarily readable, 8.5 point, somewhere in there. So the Topical Reference Bible, Complete Analytical Study Edition, Crudens Concordance, Original King James Version. How could you go wrong? Talk with you later. God bless you in Jesus' name.